says this is the worst year of your life? This is the absolute best year of your entire life. This is the defining year of your life. This is the year you will cherish most for the rest of your life. That's what my mother taught me when I was growing up in Mumbai, India. The country was at war. There was social unrest, curfews, lockdown. People were losing jobs and lives. And if that wasn't bad enough, my father's business had collapsed. There were days when we didn't know where the next meal was coming from. Mountains of bills. We couldn't afford to go out even if we were allowed to go out. No movies, no restaurants, not even ice cream. One day, I was laying in bed feeling completely lost, overwhelmed, hopeless, trapped. My mother tried to cheer me up, and I blurted out, "What kind of life is this? This is the worst year of my entire life." That's when my mother said the words I've never forgotten. Who says this is the worst year of your life? This is the absolute best year of your entire life. I gazed at my mother. Is she losing it too? She combed my hair gently with her fingers and she said, "Here, let me show you." And she reached into her purse and took out a coin. I felt a bit hopeful and a bit guilty because I thought she was giving me money, even though we had so little of it, to get me some ice cream. But my mother didn't give me the coin. She placed it in the palm of her hand and asked me, "What do you see?" I had no idea where she was going with this. But if you've watched my previous 2 videos, you might have an inkling. This is the origin story of those 2 videos. But there's a whole lot more. I squinted at the coin and I said, "Heads?" She said, "Look at what is in my hand." I threw my hands up. "It's heads, Mom." She hugged me and said, "Aman, you have the habit of looking at things as you first see them, but that blinds you to the full picture. What I have in my hand is a coin. Sometimes you see heads, other times tails. A coin has both heads and tails." Now I was beyond frustrated. "But what does this have to do with all our challenges, Mom? I want the good times back." She hugged me and said, "Who says those good times before were really the good times? And who says these bad times are really the bad times?" Just like with this coin, everything that appears to be good on one side also has some problems with it on the other side. And everything that appears to be bad on one side also has something really good hidden on the other side. "What can possibly be good about these horrible times?" I asked her. She looked me in the eye and said slowly, I promise you, you will look back on these hard times as the biggest gift of your life." This was all so confusing to me. "How can hard times be a gift, Mom?" She said, "During hard times, you learn to be flexible. You learn to be resourceful. You learn to be strong. You learn to be creative. You learn to be resilient. You learn to focus on what really matters. You learn to change how you see the world. You learn to look for opportunities which are the complete opposite of what you would have considered before. And you learn all of this in a way you could never possibly learn during the so-called good times." And sure enough today, when I look back on those hard days, that was indeed the year I cherish most. I would not exchange it for anything, because I grew more as a person in that year than I could ever imagine. Until today, whenever there's chaos and uncertainty like we see all around us today, I draw on the memory of those times because they give me strength and courage and patience, and they pull me up because I know there's nothing that can hold me back. And just as I am sure that nothing can hold me back, I am sure that once you make looking at both sides of everything and everyone a way of life, that once you see the hidden gift that this year brings, nothing will hold you back. And you will look back on this year as the most amazing of your entire life.